Look back. The monster within you hasn't awakened yet, so why give up? You haven't used all your strength, shed all your blood, or reached your limits. What's collapsing now is just your weak mind, not the warrior heart. Get up, reclaim the gaze of someone who once yearned to rise. When the monster within you awakens, no one will be able to stop you anymore. You stand at a precipice, not of a cliff, but of your own making. You feel the ground crumbling beneath your feet, the tremors of doubt shaking your very bones. You tell yourself this is the end of the line, that you've given it your all, that the journey is over. But that is a lie. It is a whisper from the weakest part of you, a siren song luring you toward the comfortable shores of mediocrity. You think you've exhausted your reserves, that your well has run dry. You point to your sweat as evidence of effort, your fatigue as a badge of honor. But let me ask you, have you truly pushed until the very fabric of your being screamed for you to stop? Have you seen the world go blurry, not from tears of self-pity, but from the sheer, blinding force of your exertion? No. You've only flirted with the edge of your potential. You've dipped your toes in the fire when you are meant to be forged in its heart. This feeling of collapse, this overwhelming sense of finality, it's an illusion. It is the death rattle of your complacency, not the last beat of your warrior heart. That heart, the one that first set you on this path, is still there. It beats a steady, powerful rhythm beneath the noise of your fear. It remembers the promise you made to yourself in the dead of night, the vow you took when no one else was watching. It is waiting for you to silence the doubt and listen to its call. So get up. I don't mean just stand up. I mean rise from the ashes of your own perceived failure. Straighten your spine, not just your posture. Lift your chin and let the world see the fire that you've been trying so hard to extinguish. Remember the person you were before the world told you to be realistic, before the cynics and the critics carved away at your ambition. Remember the hunger in your eyes, the insatiable craving for more, for better, for greatness. That person is not gone. They are buried under layers of disappointment, suffocated by the weight of expectations you've allowed others to place upon you. It is time to dig them out. It is time to reclaim that gaze, the one that saw mountains not as obstacles, but as things to be climbed, to be conquered. Look in the mirror and find that person. They are staring back at you, pleading with you to fight, to believe, to become. This is not about winning a single battle. This is about re-engaging in the war for your own soul. The world has thrown its best punches, and you are still here, still breathing. That is not weakness. That is the very definition of resilience. But now it is your turn to punch back. Inside you, there is something primal, something ancient and untamed. Call it a monster, a demon, a titan. The name doesn't matter. What matters is its power. It has been dormant for your entire life, slumbering while you navigated the world with caution and restraint. You've been afraid of it, haven't you? You've been terrified of what would happen if you truly let it loose, if you unchained that raw, untethered force. You built a cage around it, made of politeness, of social norms, of the desperate need to be liked and accepted. You fed it scraps of your passion, just enough to keep it from starving, but never enough to let it grow. You thought you were controlling it, but in reality, you were imprisoning your own greatness. You have been living as a fraction of your true self, a shadow of the colossal being you were destined to be. Every time you held your tongue when you should have roared, every time you backed down when you should have charged forward, you added another bar to that cage. You strengthened the prison walls, convinced you were maintaining order, when all you were doing was guaranteeing your own insignificance. The time for caution is over. The time for restraint has passed. The whispers of fear that tell you to keep it locked away are the very chains that bind you to this life of quiet desperation. The moment of awakening is not gentle. It is a violent, cataclysmic event. It will not be a peaceful sunrise. It will be a volcanic eruption. It is the shattering of every limit you ever placed on yourself. It is the obliteration of the concept of impossible. When this monster, this true self, finally breaks free, it will not ask for permission. It will not negotiate. It will take. It will consume every obstacle, every doubter, every ounce of self-pity and grind it into dust. The pain you feel now, the struggle, the exhaustion, this is merely the prelude. It is the pressure building deep within the earth before the eruption. It is the straining of the chains just before they snap. Do not fear this process. Embrace it. Lean into the discomfort. Every drop of sweat, every strained muscle, every moment you want to quit but don't, you are feeding the beast. You are sharpening its claws and strengthening its resolve. You are teaching it to hunger for the fight. People will not understand. They will see your intensity and call it obsession. They will see your focus and call it madness. They will be afraid, because your awakening will hold up a mirror to their own dormant potential, to the monsters they have kept caged within themselves. Let them be afraid. Their fear is a testament to your power. Their confusion is the confirmation that you are on the right path. When the monster within you awakens, no one will be able to stop you anymore. That is not a threat. It is a promise. It is the fundamental law of this universe. An object in motion stays in motion, and an awakened soul, a force of nature unleashed, is the most unstoppable motion of all. The person who is struggling now, the one who is contemplating giving up, will be a distant memory, a ghost of a former self. In their place will stand a titan, a colossus of will and determination. You will move with a purpose so profound, it will seem as if the world itself bends to your will. Your voice will carry the weight of conviction, silencing the cacophony of doubt around you. Your actions will be decisive, precise, and devastatingly effective. There will be no more hesitation, no more second guessing. You will see your goal, and you will move towards it with the singular, terrifying focus of a predator hunting its prey. The people who once looked down on you will now look up in awe or in terror. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will become mere stepping stones on your path to dominion. You will not just be in the game, you will become the game. You will set the rules, you will define the boundaries, because you will have finally understood the ultimate truth. The only thing that was ever holding you back was the belief that you needed to be held back. Unleash the monster. It is time for it to feast.